Dave.
I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
I'm very excited. Joining us right now.
There he is.
There he is. Oh, let's see how this sounds. The head coach of your Sac State, Mike Bibby. Michael, good morning. Congratulations.
How you guys doing? Thank you for having me. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us? How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing great.
Mike, I said this earlier, and I hope you don't mind me sharing this out of school. If you do, then it's really uncomfortable for me. You and I were together last summer, and I know that, and we had a very broad conversation about your love for the city and your interest in certain things. And I won't get too specific, but you might remember, I think it was you, me, and Matt at the table with a couple others. And I was like, Mike, let's go. Come on the show. Let's do this. And you were very intent on, and I remember you saying this, I want to do this the right way. I want to go through the right channels. I want this. This is important. You've been thinking about this for a while. And I told that story just to underline how much respect I have for you in going through the process and thinking long-term. Really, this isn't something you thought up a week ago. It seems like you've had your eye on this for a minute.
It's been years. And I mean, the last time the job came up, I was looking for it at the same time too. I mean, it didn't go through. Everything is God's timing, and it wasn't my time yet for the job. So, it came. The spot came free again, and I've been talking to Luke. I've been talking to Mark, and I think it was the right time now. We're looking to get kind of spruce the school up a little bit. Kind of make a splash, and I think we could do that with the guys that we'll probably be bringing in.
So why did you want this? Why back Sacramento for you? What's the goal for you here, Mike? Why was this the job you wanted so badly?
I mean, I got drafted by Vancouver. I played 3 years there. It was kind of like people, it's crazy because when I was there, people were like, what happened after college? You know what I mean? And I was like, I'm still playing, So I think my life kind of started. I got rejuvenated going to Sacramento. Kind of started my basketball career there. I had played half of my career there, and I felt it was only right to come back to Sacramento State to kind of do the same thing with my coaching career.
So which is great because now all that's left really is Weber. We have 80% of the starting lineup either is coaching or GMing or has or whatever. Even Peja was with Vlade. And with you, we tried to make the point yesterday, Mike. We've seen ex-players come in and big names, and they want to coach and do their thing. And it doesn't always work out in part because of the pedigree. But I wanted to make sure people remembered you come from coaching royalty. You've been around coaching your entire life. And I like to think when you were on the floor, especially here, you were Rick Adelman's right hand out on the floor. So really, Mike, although you had a great playing career, you've been a coach your whole life.
I have. And it's kind of started. My son's 27 now. And
Jesus, come on.
So when he was running around there when he was 6. So I started coaching him when he was 9 years old. And it kind of was to try to get some of these kids the right teaching, because I've seen the right coaching. I've seen kids get coached before and they just let them play. They don't really teach them anything. And I never really thought I was going to get into coaching this big until I went into a practice when he was a freshman in high school. And, I didn't like what I saw. And I talked to the athletic director and I just told him like, hey, I put my son, I'm not a helicopter dad, so I'll put my son in a situation. If you're the coach, I want to make sure you're taking care of him. I want to make sure he's coached the right way and stuff like that. And I came into practice and the AD came to me. I was like, I don't like what's going on. There's 2 kids over here on their phone. They go and get breaks whenever they want. And I just said, like, I probably am going to take my son out of this school afterwards to try to put him out of school to where somebody could teach him. And he was like, well, I don't know how long I'm going to keep this coach. So would you like to coach? And I was like, yeah, I like to coach. And then so I just got into it. And I've been passionate about it, since he was 9, but it started to grow more on me. And I just like, okay, I love teaching kids. I like to get them the right teaching. And the thing with me, the way I coach, I want these kids to learn. I think I'm a great teacher. I could teach them the stuff that they're trying to be. I was a college All-American. I played in the NBA. Every college basketball player wants to do that. And I think I could help them with that. I went to I went to a training camp. I won't say the team, but I went to a training camp, help coaching a few summers ago, and they were kind of teaching guys how to X out of a double team. And I went up to one of the coaches and I was like, I'm teaching this to my high school. These NBA players don't know this. And they were like, no, nobody teaches them that. So I'm going to kind of give back to these kids that are coming up. And if they do go to the next level, no matter where it's at, whether it's overseas, the G League, the NBA, that they won't be behind the eight ball when they get there.
As we're talking with the new Sac State head basketball coach, Mike Bibby. Mike, I'm thinking of Lute Olson, Rick Adelman, just anywhere along your career, you've been influenced by guys. So if we're looking at a Mike Bibby-led program this year, next year, a couple years down the line, what do you want that to look like at Sacramento State?
I wanted to be successful. I wanted to see, the fans. And the good thing about being in Sacramento is that, they want to see a winning team, but I think we'll still have people come out because I'm the coach. And I think once we start winning, we're going to turn the city upside down, because I think they've been waiting for this at Sacramento State. And like I've been saying since I've been winning the NBA, that Sacramento fans are the best, and I think they'll come out and support.
Does everybody have 84-inch biceps? How's that weight room going to look, Mike?
We got stuff going on. I don't want them to lift heavy. The thing now is to be agile. You saw when I was playing, I was skinny, long, and just be agile. So I'm gonna keep them things, but we're gonna be on that track. I'm gonna tell you that we're gonna be running a lot. They're gonna be in shape, and the style of play that we have will be up and down. We'll be scoring a lot of points.
So it's interesting, you've obviously played in the pros, we know that, but it's college is where you landed here. This is what you wanted, recruiting, NIL. It's a little bit different, obviously, than when you played and were so successful at Arizona. What do you think you're jumping into with kind of the current state of college hoops?
With me, I think the kids deserve something. The type of money they're getting I don't know if I don't want to say ruining college, but it's like you said, it's making it different to where now kids can go wherever they want. Now it's not holding kids about. I'm gonna hold my kids a bit accountable. I want these kids to come here and have to go through adversity, because when you get in regular life, you're gonna face adversity. I don't want them to come in and once it starts getting tough, they bow down and tuck their tails and leave. I don't want kids like that. I want tough kids that, okay, if I'm not starting, what do I have to do to start? And that's going to change. I'm going to change the culture in every aspect at Sacramento State.
And Mike, you also carry that respect of being obviously an ex-NBA player, but also somebody who was young and had the whole world thrown at him. A lot of times people talk about the team dime from back in the day, which we think is like team quarter now. We've all gotten older. but what people also, it was tough to kind of understand too at the time was that was also a group of people that you knew and that were close to you and that you trusted and that treated you like Mike Bibby and not Mike Bibby NBA player. And I think you realized early on, look, we've all had ups and downs in our youth and our careers and all that, but you realized very early on that it's important to surround yourself with trustworthy people and to keep yourself grounded. I imagine some of that advice is going to follow through in with you coaching these young kids as well.
And a lot of that team dime, people use a name. It wasn't all of us doing all that stuff that was going around town. So a lot of team dime is mostly, brothers, cousins, uncles, aunts. It's mostly family. We sprinkle a few friends in there, here and there, but it's a lot of family. I consider them my friends' family as well. But I'm gonna give these little kids a lot of knowledge. They can lean on me like a father figure. I want them to be able to talk to me. I want them to be able to go out there and be confident on the court. To go out there, it's okay to make mistakes. I've seen a lot of college coaches, like my son even played for a few college coaches, and one mistake, you're out the game. So now, that changes the whole concept, the way a kid plays. And I'm going to put in these kids' head, like, you can make mistakes. I don't care what you do. Go shoot. You miss 100 shots. Go shoot 100 shots and miss 100 shots. Play basketball. Play hard. But if that effort's not there, I'm going to make sure you hear about me. I'm going to be on your head if the effort's not there. So as long as you play hard and play with each other and play together and play unselfish, we're going to be fine.
I know that who you hire as well with you will be equally as important to you starting the program. I'm sure you're in that process of trying to figure out who's going to join you on the coaching staff. How's that going as far as building out the rest of your group?
It's good. I got a lot of the guys that were with me at the high school. I trust those guys, and everybody always says no one has experience. Oh, this guy doesn't have experience. This guy doesn't have experience. If no one gives you experience, how are you supposed to get it?
Yep.
You know what I mean? And
Yep.
so like I don't have any college experience, but I've coached, I've played college, I played at the highest level. And the only thing I think I need help was with the compliance stuff. And that somebody's going to help me with that. And I'm gonna get a guy that has 20, 30 years that can help me in that aspect. I got some NBA guys coming in, but I'm bringing in some of my high school guys that were with me when I was coaching my high school as well.
We're talking to Mike Bibby, brand new Sac State head basketball coach. Mike, I kind of want to go back to a point Jason made earlier in the show, and then also you guys touched on towards the beginning of the interview. But Vlade, Doug Christie, Peja, Bobby Jackson, Brad, who looks like Jesus with a beard now. You guys you're Arizona, North Carolina, Indiana, Serbia. They're not from here, but all seem to kind of relocate to this area. And, I know that you guys walk on water here and well-deserved for everything back in the early 2000s, but just how does that feel being able to come back and really, I know what it is in part, we talked about it, was giving these fans what they deserve.
I mean, it's great. Like I said, Sacramento was a second home to me. It was an easy choice coming back and starting my career off. And, I've always, I wouldn't say the easiest way to get back in, but I thought that would be the best way to come back in, to where people will see me, they'll trust me. Like I've been doing NBC Sports Bay Area for the last 2 years, and just to be a part of the Kings again, I was happy. So I mean, it's great to be in Sacramento. It was great to be a part of the Sacramento Kings. I'll always be a Sacramento King for life. I always have bias towards them, but it's just good to be back there. I got this job. I cried. And it was just a great feeling to feel like, okay, I'm going to make all these guys regret for not giving me a chance. And I appreciate Luke and Mark giving me that chance, and I'm not going to let them down.
That's awesome. Well, I know you got a lot of blessings, a lot of good things going, but where does being a volleyball dad rank right now on your list?
You know what? I wouldn't trade anything for watching my kids play sports, but it's killer. It's a killer. Like, you'll get there at 7:30, you'll leave at 3. They play. It's like a killer thing, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. Like, my daughter's in 10th grade right now. She's getting recruited by some pretty good schools, and just to see her happy and be out on the court and have something in her mind that she is looking forward to is a great opportunity. I love it.
That's awesome. As we leave, because you're so fit and have gained so much muscle, we did a thing about a few months ago. We've heard a lot about it, Mike. It's a 3-day fast where all we do is drink water with a little bit of electrolytes. In fact, our producer, Christopher Lott, is on day 2 of that right now. I just got to ask you, I imagine rather than fasting, you're probably doing the opposite mostly, which is packing protein. But are you familiar with the 3-day fast? Do you recommend it at all? Do you have any thoughts? Have you tried it?
I like to eat. So, and a lot of people, that picture that they showed on ESPN is really like, it might have been doctored a little bit, but I mean, with age, you get bigger, you swell up, you do different things. So, I'm almost 50 years old, so I'm fine with eating. I don't care what happens. And, I always say, I'm going to try to stay in the best shape I can, but I'm not going to go crazy and try to kill myself trying not to eat.
See, Mike and I have something in common. The older we get, closer to 50,
like to eat.
We like to swell up and grow. Problem is, it's his biceps and my stomach. Mike, congratulations, brother. Honestly, welcome back home, and I underline home. We love you. We are excited for you. We're excited for what you bring to Sac State, a wonderful program. And most of all, we're just excited to have you back as a vibrant member of the community. So thank you.
Thank you. I'm glad to be back. There's going to be some big things going on, so you guys be ready. Hold on to your hats. It's about to be a long ride.
You got it. We'll be checking in with you all year long, my man. Take care.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. That's Mike Bibby. We're way late for a break. Sac